Welcome to the show that takes you behind the scenes at Flamingo Land Theme Park and Zoo in North Yorkshire at the start of the 2006 summer season. And stay tuned for the chance to win a family break in Newcastle in our competition. It's the first day of the 2006 summer season and the park is open to the public, but the weather isn't exactly, well, summery.
Cheers, Thank you very much.
Welcome to sunny Flamingo Land!
Park staff are still busy cleaning up around the site of the new £6 million roller coaster, Kumani.
We're virtually there now. We've got all the area cleaned up. We've got to do 2 test runs in manual mode, which the mechanics are going to do any second now. After that, we'll be doing 1 test run in automatic, which is the program we're running during the day. And then, fingers crossed, we should be ready to open it up.
In the zoo, Kismet the giraffe is on the move. He's leaving his old housemates, Richard and Stephen, behind to go and live in a brand new breeding unit across the park.
Moving Kismet could be quite a difficult operation. We've been working up towards it for quite a long time. We've had to have a corridor built in the house. We've tried to train Kismet to walk into the corridor with the door shut across, which is necessary. We've got like a false wall at the back, which it doesn't shove him in. It just sort of, as he takes a step forward, he can move it up so he can't back up. There's going to be some staff behind that. It's a heavy old thing, so they should be all right. But the safety of the animal and the safety of the staff is obviously very important. He's not really liked it a great deal, so how today's going to go, I'm not too sure.
A specialist zoo animal removal firm have come from Holland with their equipment to move Kismet just a few hundred yards across the park.
I suppose now the crunch time has come to see if we can actually get him in here with the door shut. As I say, he's been walking through it absolutely fine with it open, but what I say, I never work with children and animals, so we'll just see if we'll go in anyway, just nice and quietly. What a good boy. What a good boy. Good boy. What a clever chap. He's a good boy.
Then, just as things seem to be going so well...
Just one small minor technical hitch. We won't be a couple of minutes. The wall's too wide to go through the door. The scaffolding's just a bit too wide. We're just sewing a bit off and then we'll open up.
Down in the holiday village reception, Jill and Michael Ennis, their daughter Sarah, and twin nieces Charlotte and Alexandra are checking in for a weekend break in a log cabin.
Hello. Hi. Party of Ennis checking in, thank you. Have you stayed with us before? You're straight up reception to the bottom and turn left. The road just follows straight the way around, and left again. I'll take you into the log cabins. Right.
Who's got the keys?
Alex. Watch this. In we go. Wow.
Wow. It's got better carpets than the others.
Wow.
Oh, TV.
Washing machine.
That's
Fantastic.
I shouldn't have brought me spare underpants in if there's a washing machine.
Oh, we're going to leave him at home the next time, aren't we? And freezer. Come on, let's go through to the bedrooms.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll never fit in that bath.
Shower.
I'll for that. Telly in the bedroom.
This is fantastic.
This is my huffy room.
It's better than our bedroom at home.
Hey, I worked hard on that bedroom. Behave yourself. It's great. It's lovely. Really is.
It's better than home, really.
I'll tell you what's missing, Joe.
Yeah.
A little table here for me beer.
I think we're probably just better opening the front door and see if he goes.
Back at the giraffe house, the carpenters have done their work and the team are ready for the off.
Hello! We're going to open the front door, and then, if he needs it, we'll open the back one and shove him in.
Good boy.
Here's a clever lad. How are you doing?
Good boy.
Bit more. Bit more, he won't get out.
It won't fit. Good boy.
Ernst-Jan Kipp specialises in moving exotic animals all over the world.
The keepers had built already a really nice corridor. We put the trailer in front and then slowly with a piece of wood. Every step he did forwards, he couldn't go back.
Good boy. Right, go forward a bit more. Go.
Yes! Come on, big man. Yes, come on. Come on, big man, it's the only way to go. Come on. Right. Steady, steady, good boy. Whoa, we're nearly in. We're in. Here's.
With Kismet safely on board, Ernst could take his extra tall trailer on a very short ride.
So that went really smooth, and then it was only 200 meters.
Over at Kumali, the new roller coaster, the big moment has almost arrived.
Come in. Ready for a bit of divert. These passengers are up here.
Yeah, we're a couple of runs away from putting people on, but they can start queuing.
Hey, what's the right name called? Kumali. I don't hear it.
Kumali!
Louder.
Kumali!
I don't hear it.
Kumali!
Kumali. Kumali.
Kumali!
Been waiting for this a long time. I'm really excited about it.
Wings the platform down. You will stop you there.
Can you tell me how it is in work, please?
Okay. Our job is done now, eh?
Your job is done, my friend. Yes.
Yes.
Viewers at home, be jealous.
Josh and Simon live locally and have been following Kumali's progress as it was built. They're very pleased to be the first members of the public on the new ride.
I've been researching Kumali for about half a year. I've come here taking pictures. I've seen it from the groundwork up to what it is now. I think it's awesome. I think it's a magnificent structure and a brilliant feat. Well, here we go then. Off we go! Oh wow! Oh my god! That feels really weird. Oh yeah, that's quite good. It's like I'm flying. There it is. That was really good.
At the zoo's new giraffe house, there's no sign yet of the travelling Kismet or his Dutch driver.
He's just been taken out of the park, around and back into the park another way. Obviously, it's quite a tall trailer and we have to watch because we have the monorail and stuff. So they're being escorted round and hopefully, in a minute, he should appear. Then we've just got to unload him, which hopefully shouldn't be as much of a trial.
Park boss Gordon Gibb hasn't been caged for the day. He's just here to see how the move goes.
Should be. dude. Sis. Oh, there we are. Come on. Cheers. Oh, what a good boy. What a good boy. Here you go. Good boy.
And we'll find out how Kismet gets on with his new mate Penny after the break. Now for our competition. The Ennis family from Newcastle are spending the weekend in one of Flamingo Land's log cabins.
Few minor teething problems. Hoover tube's blocked. Yeah. Cooker hood this morning when we went to cook the kids' breakfast. All the controls were pushed up inside.
Yeah, you just expect a little bit more, that's all, when everything costs so much, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
We also had the problem with the dirty sheets last night. Fortunately, we had one spare, so you really don't expect to have, you know, something like that on really these days. So, not very good, really.
Unfortunately, due to the high turnover of caravans and log cabins that we have, mistakes do happen. In the case of the Ennis family, as you can see here, they did have a linen problem. It's all brand new linen into the log cabins, and this small amount of, I'm not quite sure what it is, has not been spotted there. They also had a problem with their hoover. We have checked the hoover in itself, so the hoover bag had been replaced, but there was a blockage in the pipe, which unfortunately we hadn't seen. And the cooker hood also had a problem with some buttons pushed in, again, which had been overlooked, and all we can do is apologise for that. But we do say to our guests when they check in, if there's any problems at all, please call back to reception so we can rectify those for you, because we certainly don't want our guests messing with anything that we truly don't know about.
Putting their problems behind them, the Ennis family choose the attractions they most want to see today.
Water ride.
Yeah, I think we'll go on the water ride. I'm just having a look to see what's on. There's a sea lion show. Does anybody fancy that?
No.
Bird show?
No.
No. African acrobat show?
No.
You just want to go on the rides, don't you?
Yeah. Can we go on the cars?
The Muddy Duck Farm.
And then go on the big rides?
It's closed. We can't go on it. We're just going to have to go somewhere else instead.
Not the peacocks on the lane, the slave will not be working.
It's Carrie, it's got a little baby clinging onto its tummy.
I'm so cute.
That's the one, go on.
It's £4 then, please.
Oh my goodness me. Did you see Sarah with her mouth wide open? Just a bit wet.
Absolutely dripping.
If we'd have had breakfast, we'd have been sick by now.
Talk about breakfast, we'll talk about breakfast.
We definitely need her on for that. And then two shots
Over at Kumali, the park's brand new roller coaster, a film crew are hard at work.
And move closer in. And
So how many do we need her on? Because she's going to start throwing up on the ride, and that won't be good. My name's Phil Hawkins, and I'm a director for the Gate Films. Spin around. They're being interviewed. What?
told you before, no hanging around, get back on set.
Is it good? Have you got the ducks going on? Okay, cool. What is he like? I'll fire him. Sorry, what am I doing here today? We are here today shooting the commercial for Flamingo Land, which is obviously their new ride, the Kumalo, and a few other different things. So the legs will come up to about there.
Yeah, you've got to do it before.
Very cool.
Yeah. Is he sure, Phil?
We need to go back on.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we're going to need you back on.
Oh no.
The park's marketing director Melanie Wood has masterminded the campaign.
We've brought your perfect family in today for the shooting.
Oh no, I've had enough. I feel sick.
In the past, what I have done is utilise some staff to be the characters in our commercials. But when you spend so much money on a new commercial, I just felt that it was worth spending a little bit more just so we get it spot on and perfect. There's 3 children, different ages, so we can see Flamingo Land from different age groups. We've got a mum and a dad, so hopefully they'll do a good job for us today.
How many times have you been on the ride?
5. This is my 6th time.
Legs come in and bang, that's it. That's it. That's it, perfect.
We have to send our poor actors around about 50 times, so they have to keep looking like they're excited. And you know, each ride takes 10 minutes, so it takes a while to shoot what is a 10-second advert. But it should be fine, it should be great.
Just crash in for me, Rich. Certainly. Just do a little snap zoom in.
We're just going to do that again to try and get like a little crash zoom in to try and pick up some screaming faces. And then we're going over to this bit, which is it's all about finding shapes in the ride. And we'll come down and look underneath, so we'll get faces as they twist around and come right through camera, so we'll just get loads of legs, and should be all good. Little girl, our leading girl, has been on it a few too many times and thrown up in the loo, drinking too much lemonade and going on it too many times in between takes. She's a nutter. I've not been on it once yet, but she's about to go on it again.
Go on, Chloe.
I'll do it.
Hey!
Come on, sweetheart, then. I'll get you on my phone.
In the zoo, Kismet the giraffe is waiting to welcome his new housemate, a female called Penny, to the new breeding enclosure.
He settled in really well. We came in this morning, checked him last night and he was fine. Came in this morning and it was like just normal. Hello, came over, where's my breakfast? So yeah, he settled in really nicely. So Penny's arrived anyway, so we'll see how she unloads, hopefully be just as good as yesterday. And then we'll see how they react to each other. Won't we? I've got a girlie coming, if you have.
Here in Flamingo Land they have an enclosure for only male giraffes. It's on the other side of the zoo. And they had 3 males there. And they built here a very nice new house. And they want to have a breeding group here, so male with females. So yesterday I took the male from the male enclosure to here, to the breeding facility. And today I went to the Zoo of Chester to collect the female and bring it here. So they have now a couple.
Penny's a bit reluctant to come out of the trailer, but with a little gentle coaxing from Ernst and Sam, she finally steps out into her new home.
Hello, sweetheart. Come on, then. That's a good girl.
The female now, she's more nervous. So that's why we decided today put the trailer in the house in front of the box. So she doesn't have to look for their way. She's immediately in her own box.
Good girl. Good girl. Come on, then. It's all right, good girl, come on. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Have you finally noticed there's somebody else here?
Yeah. He doesn't care, he has something.
He's got his food, not bothered, no. Kismet's not actually noticed her because I've fed him. So he's just been like, oh, what's a girl, where's my dinner? But Kismet's never met a lady giraffe before. She sort of like glanced over and said, oh, it's a boy. And that's about it, but it's early days yet, we'll see how they get on together. Yeah, she took a little while to come out, but that's fair enough, it's all new. So yeah, chuffed to bits, feel a lot better, and now we can get on with looking after the animals.
I think Graham's lost the will to live, you say.
Who's in charge of Will to Live, guys?
The crew filming the new Flamingo Land TV commercial have moved from Kumali across to the park's other new attraction, Muddy Duck Farm.
It's been going well. I mean, we're slightly behind, but not by much, so we'll catch it up later on. But this is the thing about rides, is that you have to wait for them to do their full circuit. And the Kumali, that's fine, because it only takes about a minute and a half, but this one takes about 5 minutes to get round. It's a fantastic ride for kids. I'll say that officially. We're on sticks next. One more shot here, guys, and then we're moving on.
Enjoy that, Mike.
It's a bit frightening.
Over at Velocity, Flamingo Land's fastest ride, staff are having to make an unusual announcement.
Anyone with faults, Steve? Can you take him up, please?
Well, we were just queuing to go on the Velocity, and then there was a bit of a kerfuffle. Somebody had lost their false teeth on the ride, so they had the ride shut down to see if they could find them. Apparently they found them, but whether they're in one piece or not, I doubt very much. So now they're advising people to remove loose clothing, hats, glasses and dentures. Shouldn't laugh really, but you know.
And if you got false teeth, can you take them out? Or you lose them like you.
Thankfully, the false teeth were recovered by staff and returned to their grateful owner. Here is Ernie the young hippo is continuing to do well after his groundbreaking operation, but he's still spending a lot of time with his mum and aunt. Zazie the lioness has given birth to 4 cubs fathered by Kumali, which no one, not even park bosses, have been allowed to see yet. Love seems to be blossoming between Kismet and Penny the giraffes. They're said to be very fond of each other. The revamped Professor Bubbles show's been a hit with the holidaymakers, but Hayley, the choreographer, is still waiting to move into the bigger flat she was promised earlier in the year.